Hello boys and girls, my name's Tom and this is Safehouse. This is the second part of our E3 Extravaganza, so if you haven't seen part one, just pause this and go and watch that now. I'll wait. Okay, you back? Good. These are the conferences we'll be talking about in part two. Sony, Nintendo, PC games, indie games. And joining me to continue on our E3 Extravaganza is my good friend and co-host James Pickard.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hello again. It's been so long.
I know.
Oh, I can barely even remember your face. First things first, the Sony Conference. This is why we needed a separate episode. Sony Conference, talk me through it, talk me down.
Well, it was a legendary event.
Okay.
It will be spoken about throughout the ages.
There'll be songs sung by our children's children.
My grandchild on my knee will be asking me to regale the story of the Sony
Grandpa,
2015.
tell me about the Sony Conference.
Because
tell me again.
It was the day that the internet collectively died.
Yeah.
And spoke in all caps.
There were so many caps. My Twitter exploded. So
still getting emotional thinking about it.
First thing on the list for it we've got is Last Guardian.
It's finally back.
Tell me what this is. Tell me about it.
So, Fumito Ueda,
right,
the guy who did, well, not just him, him and his development studio, what did Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yes,
two big games, super important games. He's been working on Last Guardian since 2007 or something, when they announced it for PS3, and then it fucked off.
Okay, see you later.
And no one saw it, and every year it's like, maybe Sony will talk about The Last Guardian this year, and every year, of course they didn't. And then this year, Sony walked out and like, here's The Last Guardian. It was the first thing.
That's pretty
and everyone
nice.
just went, okay.
Yeah, like,
cool. And there was a short gameplay demo.
Lovely.
And it looks exactly like you would expect.
Yeah.
You've got the giant cat dog thing, and the kid that's protecting it, and vice versa.
Excellent.
And you've already fallen in love with the cat dog thing, even though he's been around for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, this was new IP.
What are you?
So Guerrilla Games, the guys who've spent the last X amount of years making boring shit Killzone games.
Oh yeah.
Came out and were like, here is a game in a post-apocalyptic future where everyone is nomadic, and you basically pay as Ygritte from Game of Thrones.
Awesome.
Versus giant robotic dinosaurs.
All right.
So
I'll take that,
the world has been like ruined because humanity is stupid, and then the wildlife has merged with robotics to come back to life in a sense.
Okay.
And so humanity have gone back to their nomadic ways, and there's all people in furs and using crossbows.
Excellent.
But they're fighting giant monsters
dinosaurs.
merged with
robots.
fucking robots.
Sounds awesome.
It looks amazing.
I want it. One of the ones I did manage to catch, Hitman.
Yeah.
Hitman. So, in the Hitman trailer they showed off, you see Agent 47, execute an off-screen victim, and he fires the gun and catches the shell casing before he hits the floor. I personally like to think the victim of the execution was just an anthropomorphic Hitman Absolution disc, because they've basically come out and said it's not like it's Hitman Absolution. It's nothing like that. There's no checkpoints.
No.
There's like
completely bigger environments.
Yeah, it's just going to be Blood Money again,
where you get to choose. Because the way that they're releasing it digital, and you get new missions added every now and then.
Lovely.
So rather than it being a story about Diane's daughter or whatever bullshit that game was,
gave a fuck. Yeah.
It's just they come in. Diane comes in and says, "I got a mission for you.
Cool.
Go and do it."
Which
and
is
then
how
they release
games
new
work.
missions every other week for free.
Lovely.
That's done.
That's all I ever wanted.
That's all we wanted.
Yeah, like I love the Hitman games.
The trailer assassination was assassinating some guy at some fashion week festival.
Yeah.
And they showed how you could do it, and you like poison a drink or just go in and shoot him in the face.
Or I saw them drop the chandelier on him. Yeah.
It's like, that's it.
That's all you want.
That's what we want.
No Man's Sky. That's still hanging around.
Yeah.
I remember seeing an early alpha trailer for that many moons ago.
The problem is, like, 3 people are working on it.
Yeah, it's
Hello Games.
taking them some time.
In Guildford or wherever. Who last Christmas had their office flooded. So they're not having a great time. But no, they're still working on No Man's Sky. They did read some facts. So it's a game where you explore a galaxy and discover new planets. There are something like 77 billion planets. So no one's ever going to find them all. Yeah. And the aim of the game is you go around and discover what's on them and report back what's there.
You just kind of have a mooch.
And then there's space combat. And then there's all other.
So is it going to be multiplayer?
Yeah, everyone's in the same universe.
So it's MMO style?
Everyone's in the same universe, just discovering stuff. And you know, you may land on a planet and find dinosaurs, or you may land on a planet and find nothing.
Robot
dinosaurs. Yeah, you may end up in Horizon First Dawn, or whatever it's called.
Awesome.
But it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Especially considering it's such a small team that working on it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see the variation in the planets that you can come across, and I mean, I suppose the end game is that the collective community discover all 77 billion planets. Yeah. I suppose that's when everyone gets achieved.
They did the maths, and it's like it's going to take 22 years or something to discover everything.
Wow. Final Fantasy VII Remake. What? What is this?
Oh, God.
The pop from that. People went mental.
Yeah. Because they got a guy out talking about Square Games and like, here's a Final Fantasy game, World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It's this silly chibi game with the cute Final Fantasy characters here. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, but one more thing, and then the live stream appears and people went like, holy shit, is it finally happening? And then you got this amazing CGI trailer.
Yeah.
And
it's because the first time you get the idea that it'll be 7 is you just see Barrett's arm gun, and then Cloud just walks in with the sword. Everyone lost their shit.
It's finally happened.
Yeah.
After 10 years of wondering.
Which is
the thing is, the whole time I've been going, I don't really need it, because, you know, the Final Fantasy 7 is fine enough it is. I can deal with the silly blocky graphics. I'm not really that fast. But then as soon as they announced it, I was like, I want it.
I'm gonna get it.
This is the only thing I've ever wanted.
I'll probably play it purely because I never finished 7 because you know it was on 4 discs.
Yeah.
I think it was the second or third disc didn't work. Because I got it second hand. Speaking of old games coming back, Shenmue 3.
This was like the double whammy.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, we're remaking Final Fantasy 7. By the way, we're finally concluding the Shenmue trilogy.
Shenmue 3.
And then,
so when did that
again.
Fucking start? That was what, like
97?
6 or 7? Yeah. So getting a new Shenmue.
People were a bit iffy because they basically came out and said, we're launching a Kickstarter. We want $2 million to make Shenmue 3. And people went, but Shenmue 1 cost $57 million back in the day. But, I mean, it was just obviously a huge PR marketing story for them to go, hey, Shenmue's happening and you can make it happen. Yeah. But really, Sony are spending $57 million to make it as well.
Yeah. But at the same time, they smashed that in the first 25 minutes.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
10 hours, it made the $2 million.
Yeah. Not bad. Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
It's
it's probably going to be out by now.
By the time this goes up, I imagine it'll be out. Because this episode will be a couple of days late because I'm building a new PC so I can play Arkham Knight.
They showed an interesting bit of first-person stuff.
Okay.
With I think it was Jonathan Banks as Jim Gordon.
Okay.
Who went into like a diner.
Yeah. And
then got ambushed by one of Scarecrow's crazy gas dudes, and then saw all the mad shit happening, and started shooting people.
Oh, shit!
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking crazy. And then that probably is why it's got an M rating.
That would make sense.
It looks pretty brutal.
Jim Gordon shoots up a diner full of people, which, you know, that's how Jim Gordon's character works.
He does have a gun now.
He does like shooting people in his robot suit.
But yeah, that was the bit they showed.
That's cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to Arkham Knight because more Arkham.
The reviews are out as well, and people are loving it.
Definitely. So I'm just hoping I can get the computer fixed, get the game installed, and play through it before I hear the spoilers about who the Arkham Knight is.
It's the Joker. Fuck.
It's like, oh god damn it. I really hope it's not the actual Joker because I'll be so upset.
That'd be the dumbest
It
thing.
would. It can't be.
The trailer they showed, they've cremated his body, so the Joker's not.
It's not the Joker. It's not the Joker. Blops 3, Black Ops.
Yeah,
Black
this
Ops.
isn't really to get excited for. This is still Sony, by the way.
Yeah, still going.
But it's more the fact that for years, Blops and Call of Duty has always been, DLC exclusivity on Xbox.
Yeah.
Getting with the bro crowd on the Xbox.
They do. They are.
And now Sony have swooped in and gone, we'll have that.
Yep. They've.
So now they've got DLC exclusivity and Premiere exclusivity on E3.
Lovely.
And people are going, what?
Yeah, so
Sony, calm the fuck down.
Sony are smashing it.
Absolutely nailing it.
And then they came along and thought, well, we're nearly done, but Uncharted 4. So
that was the one bump. The demo froze.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they played the opening cinematic.
Yeah.
And it transitioned into a bit where Drake was supposed to start moving and he just didn't move.
Oops.
And then they had to reset the demo. But honestly, no one cared by that point.
Yeah.
Everyone was
in a
super
euphoric
high
state. Yeah.
So yeah, they showed it and it looks like Uncharted.
Good.
It was a crazy action set piece where they shot some dudes. They had a car chase down a crazy hill thing.
Lovely.
And then Drake did some crazy acrobatic stuff.
Nintendo conference. Nothing happened.
Here we go. Here's the sun screeched to disappointment.
Yeah.
There was a new Star Fox game. Looked alright. There was Mario Maker was probably the best thing they showed.
Yeah.
Which is create your own Super Mario levels. And basically people making shit to rival Super Meat Boy, which looks fucking awesome.
Awesome.
But yeah, apart from that, it was a little bit weak. There's a new Metroid game that the internet's in uproar about.
Right.
Probably a bit too much that they started a petition to get them to cancel.
That's probably a bit heavy-handed.
But it does look crap, and no one wants a multiplayer brawler Metroid game. No. People want Samus.
Yeah, they want 2D side-scrolling,
or like
or
Prime
like the
style,
Prime one,
first-person eerie exploration game.
Yeah,
it's amazing. But no, you get multiplayer shooter and you can fuck off.
So Nintendo sort of dropped the ball this year.
Yeah, they did like nothing really interesting.
Try harder, Nintendo. PC stuff happened.
Yeah, this was a new one.
Yeah,
there normally isn't a PC gaming show.
No, but there's a couple of cool things. Pillars of Eternity expansion thing.
Yes, I still haven't finished it.
Cool.
The original one, but there's going to be more.
There will be time.
Winter something or snow something it's called.
Okay.
Part 1. So there's going to be more even after that.
Episodic expansions.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Pillars is good. Like the old school D&D, Icewind Dale style RPG.
I do like those.
And it was really good. I need to play more of it, and now I will get the expansion and play even more of it
too. Obviously, the one that is close to both our hearts, Heart of Thorns.
Yes,
because Guild Wars 2, which I love Guild Wars 2.
They debuted the Guild Halls thing.
Yeah.
So
I've been following Guild Wars 2 every single thing they release about Heart of Thorns. I have been there. So, you were saying there's been some outcry, about the pricing, because they said you need to have the base game to be able to play the expansion, which is fair. And so now they're releasing the expansion. It comes with the base game for 35 quid. And people are like, well, you told us we already needed it, so everyone's like gone out and bought it, and now you want us to buy it again with the expansion on top, which is kind of bullshit. I mean, because obviously we've had Guild Wars for about 2 years.
Yeah.
So
I bought it in one of their many sales.
Yeah, and now they're like, and also the digital deluxe packages are garbage.
Yeah, the pricing tiers are really crappy.
Yeah,
like the second tier, you get the
extra character slot, which is the only thing on it, because everyone just wants a Revenant.
And then you get some silly miniature.
Yeah, you get a mini
finisher.
You get a mini Ritlock. You get a finisher, and no one gives a shit about the finishers. And then you get the Guildhall decoration, which no, I'm thinking probably because that's an extra sort of 15 quid or so.
Yeah, it's $34.99, then it's $54.99.
$59.99 actually.
And
So
then $79.
yeah,
$5.99.
yeah. So I would say best thing to do is just buy the basic one, and then it's £8 to get a character expansion slot if your slots are full. So
or wait and see if the backlash does anything.
Makes them.
You don't need to pre-purchase. Pre-ordering games is generally bad.
Yeah. Soma.
Yes.
What is this?
Frictional Games, the guys who did Amnesia, Dark Descent,
Yeah.
and
Machine for Pigs.
Penumbra and all that.
Yeah.
That was different people.
Oh, was it different people?
Yeah, they ferried that out to Chinese Room. But yeah, Soma is their new horror adventure thing.
Excellent.
Set under the sea in a underwater crazy base.
If it's anything like Amnesia, it will make me shit and die.
If it's anything like Amnesia, I'll go, yeah, I want to play that. I'll play it for 2 minutes and never play it again.
That's exactly it. Heroes of the Storm. Now, before we go too far into Heroes of the Storm, just a couple of weeks ago, we did Heroes of the Storm competition, which we were going to announce at the weekend of the 14th or so. But it was Download Festival, and I was at Download. There's a review of that if you want to watch it. I'll put a link over here somewhere. And there was a competition to win a character and a skin of Malfurion and the Stormmantle skin. People entered on Twitter, and we would like to thank everyone who kindly retweeted and entered. The winner is @_Samuel Lane. Well done, Samuel Lane. We will probably scratch that off and tweet you the code, and then you can have your skin and your character. So, well done, mate. Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm. There's going to be a mini expansion.
Cool.
No, it's more like just kind of an event. There's going to be a new map, Diablo-themed map.
Cool.
And there's going to be new characters, Diablo-themed characters. Just a Diablo-themed expansion.
Lots of Diablo.
So there's the Butcher, who's one of the bosses.
Yes.
He's going to be an assassin-y thing that's shanks people.
Cool.
There's going to be King Leoric, who was one of the first bosses, I think.
Yeah.
Or he's in there somewhere. He's a warrior who can't die, from what I can tell from the character abilities they've announced.
Okay.
You die and you become a wraith thing that sticks around and continues murdering people. Looks mental. And one bit further down the line is the Monk.
Cool.
Who was my favourite free class. Yeah. He's going to be a support.
I was a shaman, whatever they're called. Witch Doctor. Yeah, I was a Witch Doctor in 3.
The Monk can go around healing people and dash into people. Yeah. And the big thing for him is, in the game, every hero has a trait.
Yes.
And with the Monk, your first talent pick is you pick which trait you want.
Oh, cool.
Don't know what the details are yet because they still said it's too early. But I'm assuming it's going to be like the game where you can pick to be fire, earth, wind.
You pick an element.
And your aspect will be like you can do more damage, you do more healing.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty cool. I like that. Indie games. Tell me about indie games.
Doing indie games lightning round.
Indie games lightning round.
You've covered some of them.
I didn't catch these, so.
But in the Microsoft thing, they're like, please, we know how to do indie games. We can do indie games.
Yep.
So they've got Cuphead, which is
awesome.
Imagine Mickey Mouse,
right?
Decapitated.
Awesome.
And they put a cup on his head, and they made like an old school platformer game with that old Disney art style, like the Steamboat Willie art style.
Yeah.
All right. And it looks a completely bizarre thing. It looks really cool though. And they've also got Super Hot, which is the first-person shooter where time moves when you move.
Super hot. I remember that. I played the little teaser demo game, from that. Yeah.
It's now a full release.
Awesome.
Tea break.
Yep, tea break.
What else was there? Firewatch.
Yeah.
Which is by some vet devs from some cool places who I can't remember now.
Yep.
But it looks like a really weird game because you're in the forest and there are all these watchtowers.
Yeah.
And your job is to watch for fires and stuff.
Okay.
To monitor. And you're on the radio to this woman and you're exploring the island, you're picking up turtles, which everyone got a bit excited about. But it looks like it's got some weird like mystery, eerie tone because you're out fixing a bit at the end of the trailer. You're fixing these communication cables and the woman comes over the radio and is like, oh, have you left to do the fixing thing? And it's like, yeah, I'm here now. What's up? There's someone else in your tower. And like it zooms back to this tower and you're like, who the fuck's that? Because you're meant to be out there alone. You're meant to be no one else. And then suddenly someone else appears. and it's a bit eerie and mysterious.
I like that.
There was probably a few more. I'm struggling to remember some, but indies. Volume,
right?
The new game from Mike Bithell, who did Thomas Was Alone, the puzzle platformer with objects. He's got like a Metal Gear Solid VR missions game.
Excellent.
Where you are a modern day Robin Hood who sneaks into places and steals things.
Steals things to give to the poor. I like that.
Looks pretty cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
A lot of good indies.
Keep talking about indies.
We could do a whole episode on indies.
Yeah.
But considering we've already recorded collectively for at least an hour of footage over the E3 Extravaganza, which I need to then edit into 2 episodes, that should probably cover it.
Yes.
So, that's E3 done for another year.
It's pretty exciting.
Lots going on.
Sony won.
Sony won.
If we're doing the old school, rate them all.
Rate them all. Sony win
E3 forever.
Although that being said, Fallout 4.
Yes.
Fallout 4. So, thank you for watching. Feel free to do the like, shares, and subscribes. Check out the channel for the rest of the stuff. The first part of this is already up. So if you watched this one first, I don't know why you'd have done that, but you can go back and watch the other one. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.